y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel and long time no see. According to my YouTube channel, I have not posted a video in over 28 days. And these past 28 days have been full of stress, a lot of sadness, and more stress. I ended up kind of taking a step back from YouTube because my life was kind of in shambles. I was very upset, very sad, and when I don't have any good to put out into the world, I don't want to pick up my camera because I don't genuinely like to just be sad and share my sadness on others. I feel like I am finally getting back to feeling like myself again, but today we're just gonna take y'all along with me. I'm gonna kind of give you some updates on what's been going on around here because it's been a lot. But yeah, I've missed y'all. I've missed y'all a lot.
Well, first thing on the agenda this morning is I just went and picked up little Miss Bonnie girl, who is getting so big and fluffy. My parents were a little overwhelmed with their schedule this morning, so I offered to come and pick her up and take her to go to the groomer. Little fluffy girl.
Going to make me one of these caramel drizzle coffees this morning. Put it in my little Keurig. Throw out yesterday's coffee. Put in the new one. I think I mentioned this little hyper chiller in one of my last videos. Best thing ever. I use this every single day of my life to make iced coffee in my Keurig. While I fix up my iced coffee, I'm gonna try and make that really long story kind of short and condensed and give you the gist of what has been going on around here. So about 3 weeks ago, I walk out into my coop in the afternoon and I find this girl paralyzed. Her legs are no longer working. Got her in a sling and started spending hours every day nursing her back to health. Well, 2 days later, this girl, my little frizz girl, I walk outside and she is kind of drunk walking, is how I'd call it. She is stumbling around and it doesn't look right. And the fact that I already have one sick and paralyzed, I started to get very worried. The next day, I walk out to the coop. I let everyone out to free range. I look over and my little tiny Polish girl, she is having a huge seizure. One good part of this story is she has made a full recovery and is back out in the coop. Well, a day or two after that chicken had a seizure, my sweet little special needs bird that has been living inside, she started being unable to stand. I was spending hours every day taking care of these birds. Well, after about a week, I unfortunately lost my little black frizzle girl. And because I had so many chickens getting sick, the best thing to do was take her body for testing. So as soon as I woke up in the morning and found her passed, me and my dad loaded up, drove 2 hours to Texas A&M, dropped off her body for further testing so we could hopefully get to the bottom of why my birds were sick. Well, fast forward a couple of days later, and my little special needs bird also passed. And fast forward to about 3 days ago, and my very first bird that I had found paralyzed, she also ended up passing. Thankfully, I have not had any new sick birds in almost 2 weeks. For 3 weeks, I agonized over hearing back on these results of these birds. And yesterday was the day I finally got the good news that my birds weren't gonna die. So somehow I've still made this short story into a really long story. I am taking preventative measures to make sure that this doesn't happen to any of my other birds. But in a nutshell, that is basically one of the major reasons why I have been MIA for weeks on end. But anyways, I have talked so much when I said this was gonna be really short. So here's some coffee. Cheers to that. I gotta show you something we just did in the house. The last 2 days, this got installed. Y'all, I got 6 new canned lights in my ceiling. It makes my room, my house, like twice as bright. I haven't been able to see the food we're eating at the dinner table in 2 years because there was no overhead lights. All we had were these two lights right here on the wall. This is literally life-changing. So I think I've mentioned it before, but this front room is going to become our living room. We also got a plug installed on the wall right there. So we're gonna have our TV over here. We're gonna put new flooring over here. We're finally making this house our own, and it's gonna be so much fun. Of course, I'm gonna bring y'all along with us as we change everything up too. Finished up writing my jalapeno popper mac and cheese recipe / script of what I'm about to follow. So time to get changed up, go prep all my ingredients, and we're gonna make this. Even though I don't need to eat any of it, this is gonna be a fun recipe to share on the internet today. Between prepping the ingredients, mixing it all together, and filming it, it has been an hour and a half, and I finally have my jalapeno popper mac and cheese ready to go in the smoker. I've got to say, Mr. Cooper Pooper sure does know how to use a pillow. This is where you'll find him 90% of the day, lounged out on his couch, just taking him a little naparoni. Ooh, look at this macaroni and cheese. Y'all, it looks incredible. I am going to have to find a family member to pawn this off on because I could sit here and eat this entire pan. By the way, it only feels like 105 while I am out there standing in front of my 350-degree smoker. Whew, I am sweating. Need some AC.
Look at this cutie patootie, all freshly groomed. But we just pulled up to my mom's house and we're gonna go drop her off, and then I've gotta go home and keep working. She's like, I'm so ready to get home. It is now the next day. It is Friday. It is 10:04 a.m. I've just been working around the house this morning, doing some cleaning, doing some work, and now I just made myself an iced coffee, and we are headed to the grocery store. And I have the electrician coming here in a little while. Whenever we did the inspection on the house, there's a couple of things that need to be done electricity wise, and I keep putting them off because I know it's going to be expensive. I have all kinds of things. I have a wide assortment of things to be done, and I can't keep putting them off because I think they're going to be expensive, because it's going to be a whole lot more expensive if the house burns down. So, gonna drink my coffee. Let's go grab some groceries. As you can see, most of my grocery haul was for the rabbits. They got 3 different types of greens, and then I grabbed some stuff to make some southern pimento cheese. Yum, my favorite. So we're gonna do that for a little video today. I wish I was coming to y'all with an update of a finished chicken coop, but unfortunately, it is still a work in progress, and you're just gonna have to ignore all the freaking crowing roosters in the background. So we have siding up on 3 of the 4 walls. So this one is done, but we still have this long wall to add all of the siding to. Still got a lot of work to do. I already told Cody if we don't make major progress this week, I'm hiring someone to come build us a roof because I need this done like a month ago. So I'm at my wit's end. We've got to get it done. This over here is the rooster coop. I don't know if I've showed y'all this, but it is where I put all of my excess roosters who are beating up on my hens. I got rid of 3 of them, and I'm so happy because they were awful. And so it's a little bit more mellow in here now. Although this little white guy, he's kind of a pain in my booty. Another thing that had happened in these last couple of weeks was Bo went in for his senior blood work. Because little Bobo right here, he is 9.5 years old, so he is technically a senior, which I don't want to ever come to terms with. But he had his senior blood work, and he had elevated liver enzymes. So in the middle of all my chickens being sick and dying and me being super sad and stressed, I then get the news that Bo could have Cushing's disease. So, of course, I opted in to do the Cushing's test, which I had to wait a week on. So I sat there agonizing about this for a week. But some good news is this boy is clear of Cushing's. His numbers were normal on the test. They were a little elevated, but it is still within normal. We're just going to have to keep an eye on that. But I was so worried about this little guy. Ain't that right, Bobos? Mwah! So yeah, just all kinds of craziness has gone on in the last, month.
It is almost noon and all of a sudden I am so hungry I can barely function. So I just heated me up a Snap Kitchen meal because Cody and I started ordering these again because we used his email and got the nice discount code for a month. But this is the cheesy Tex-Mex migas, and it's like got corn tortilla, egg, some sort of sausage or something, and it's got some salsa to pour over the top of it, like so. And so this is going to be my breakfast this morning. With all of the craziness that has gone on in the last couple of weeks, I would find myself like forgetting to eat, which is very unlike me because I am a gal who loves her food. But I was just not eating. It would be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'd been so busy worrying and taking care of animals that I just wouldn't eat. So I'm trying to be a lot better about actually eating and eating the good stuff.
Since I know y'all are gonna ask for a little bunny update, everyone is doing well. We got Miss June right here, who just loves attention. And we have Mr. Rudy, who really doesn't like me much anymore since I got him a friend. Every once in a while, he'll come and say hello. And then he's like, nah, I only like June. I don't really need you.
A little update on my Sarama babies. Hey guys, they're still living part-time inside because their coop keeps getting delayed in shipping. So they spend their day outside and then they spend the night inside where it's safe for them. But this is Napoleon. Cody named her Bindi 2 nights ago. I don't know if I like Bindi or not, but she's so cute and tiny. The sweetest little girl. But yeah, him crowing at 5:30 a.m. this morning inside our house, I almost had to kill him. Ain't that right, Napoleon? Uh-huh. Too early. I'm trying not to panic and get excited, but we see rain clouds. I've heard a little thunder. We are in an unbelievable drought right now. We have not had rain predicted in like weeks. And that's a rain cloud right there. I'm crossing my fingers and toes that it makes it here because we need some rain so bad. It's so hot.
Me and my little lady here are coming to say goodbye. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the vlog on that note. Just wanted to kind of come back, tell you what's been going on around here. And this little lady who has lived inside for the past 2 months, her friend died. And so right now, I'm having to be her best friend because she is not accustomed to the 105-degree heat outside. And if I put her outside like this, she would probably die. So until I can get her a friend, which might be tomorrow, I have had to be her best friend and give her lots of attention so she doesn't get sad and heartbroken because her little best friend died. But I've missed y'all. I'm gonna be back. I'm trying to decide if I want to make my videos a little bit different than I have been making them lately. So if you have anything you want to see specifically, let me know down below. But me and my little birdie friend say if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see y'all again real soon with another video. Bye guys!